Tell us, how can people get more speaking gigs?
Well, one of the first pieces that I think people miss is they don't have a talk that's really aligned with their business goals. And there's a lot of mistakes I'll see. Sometimes we overgive information, sometimes we undergive information. A lot of times, maybe we're not clear on our call to action. So, one of the first steps I would suggest is get your talk ready to rock. And yes, that's a phrase that I use in my orbit, my world, because I help people with this one-on-one. I even have a boot camp around it. I have a chapter in my book called Get Your Talk Ready to Rock. So I feel really strongly about it. And it's being very intentional about your message so that you're bringing massive value to the audience, but you're also bringing massive value to your business. And so each person's talk that they get ready to rock is different because that person is different. Their personality is different. Their business goals, their lifestyle, all those things are different. And so we want to make sure that you're madly in love with it and that you can't wait to share it with the world. And we want to really erase as much as we can any resistance, any residue that's there, where you're questioning yourself or wondering if you're good enough or good enough, smart enough, gosh darn it, all those things, so that you can really shine from stage. So that's like step number one. Be ready to be ready.
Oh, that's incredible. And then also for those who maybe they've started speaking or maybe they have a podcast because your strategies really could be used by podcasters as well.
Absolutely.
How can they make money from their speaking?
Oh, I love this topic, and I know you do too, Jennifer. I was just listening to your podcast about how to monetize your podcast. And I love the question, how do you monetize your speaking? Because a lot of times we think there's only one way, and it's usually like the old school way, and it still exists, don't get me wrong, and that's the paid keynote way. That is just only one way that you can monetize your message. You can monetize it using different stages, like a virtual stage, podcasting stage, in-person stages, speaking what we call like speaking for free or waive your speaker fee stages. In fact, you can often, I'll tell you a secret, you can often make way more money doing it that way versus a paid keynote way, especially if you're newer. I even started my very first talk, I'll tell you, this was back again, 2013. I did not have a PowerPoint. I didn't have I had no clients. It was my very first gig, so I'd have no speaking engagements under my belt, no email list. And there were 10 women in the room. Now, here's what I did have. I did have the right audience. I had a proven offer and I had a proven talk that I had practiced and I had gotten coached on. Three out of those 10 women signed up for my offer. It was $300 approximately. They gave me their credit card right then and there. So I walk out with a $900. And then two of those women ended up spending tens of thousands of dollars with this company I was working for. So sometimes we overthink and we make it more complicated. But honestly, just like what you shared in your, getting your podcast ready, you have to like start. You have to like decide, this is my path. This is what I'm going to do. Here's how it's going to help me fill my program, fill my mastermind, fill my coaching, offer my services, whatever that thing is that you're offering, and invite people into your world. And all of a sudden, people come in. They were just waiting for that invitation from you.
Oh, that's brilliant.